Welcome to the Battle of Hartford, April 12th, 1864. Just a heads up, we might have some sound trouble with the game. Using my speakers here, and I'm not sure whether we have enabled music. I can't hear any music. Not sure what's going on, but let's see when battle is engaged. Let's see if the battle sounds starts, or we'll have to take care of that. Anyway, the Battle of Hartford, April 12th, 1864. We used the first day to march up from our entrance lines here. Oh, look, we have... Oh, fuck. What? Oh, shit. I don't know what happened here. Oh, yeah. Never mind. That's just Kentucky State Militia. It's just a very small, newly recruited unit. It doesn't matter. But we now, for the first time in 1864, we outnumber the Union in an attack. Can you believe it? Knipe has only 24,000 men and 44 guns, and they're green and they're only eager morale. What about the Union? No, the Confederacy. We field no less than 52,000 men. Well, even more, 55,000 with artillery. How many guns do we have? Wounded, kill. Guns. Oh, 240 guns. Okay, so this is the army, previous Army of Tennessee, the newly named Army of Kentucky. And the Withers. And I decided to pause here a couple of days ago. Here's Withers. Oh, here's Withers. Here's Withers. Here we go. This army, Army of Kentucky, is the largest in the Confederate armed forces, but it's not the best by far. It's quite mediocre. I mean, they've seen combat. They have Springfield rifled muskets, and one or two of them have started to gain some battle experience. Their commanders are decent, some are good, some are not so good. But I would call this army mediocre. It's probably along the lines of any Union army, because the Union army doesn't really have any elite armies. However, Magruder's Army of Georgia is a separate, very small army, only 8,000 strong, 9,000 almost. That's an elite army. So not only have we got 47,000 regular soldiers, we also have 9,000 elite troops on the battlefield. Now, so that's 2-1, a little bit more. Where's the victory location? Has it moved? What? I can see some detachment, 2nd Brigade, some artillery. I was sure that... Oh, here's the victory location. Sorry. It's a stone wall up here on the slope. And it's called Proud Peak. So the first day we deployed here in a double line. I'm gonna make sure, new day, you need to tell your troops to engage at long range if that's what we want. I recommend it, so I don't forget it. Let's give Magruder the same order. It's just but for once I am deploying my entire army in double lines because there's so many of them. I suppose I should flank right even more. If you watch some previous videos, you can see that here's my kitty cat. You want to be in the video? Attack, attack, attack. Yes. It's cutie. The campaign, the war, is heading in the direction of the Confederacy. I'm slowly winning. So let's just enjoy this battle and have some fun. Hood's Corps is over here on the right. He's commanding the 5th Alabama Corps. And we have a bit of open ground here, but if we were to head up this open field here, it's kind of a little bit of an Agincourt feeling, right? Between two, if they anchor the flanks on a stone wall. Yeah, they have a strong defensive position, that's for sure. It's Proud Peak here. So it looks, yeah, we're gonna march uphill. I think we're gonna send the Alabama troops through the forest. Except I kind of don't want to send the... First off, they're broken and exhausted from yesterday's marching, so we're not going to move them at all. I retract that statement. How about these times? The Alabama division, the Tennessee division, they're in good shape. Okay. Yes, yes, I agree. Let's attack. So, Price's Tennessee Corps, I think they're going to break... It's going to be a frontal assault, I suppose. These troops are in good shape. They are not tired from yesterday. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. I guess I did do some marching this day, and then I saved. Yeah, this is not the start of the day. So I don't want to advance with artillery, and so I'm going to have to manually move the different brigades, move up the division commander as well. So we're gonna try to angle a little bit to the right these troops so that we don't, well, we are going to block the artillery, but I'm uncertain how the line of sight works in this game. It seems like you can't fire over your troops. Maybe they're lobbing the cannonballs or shells. So it's a bit unfortunate that... So the Alabama division... Oh, okay, it's quite small. It's only a... This corps... Wait, what? Where... Okay. It's only half of them that are winded, tired. No, it's actually only one elite. Alright, so these guys can march to the right here. There we go. I think that's good initial move for our right flank assault. On the left flank, what the hell do we do here? I'm hoping to be able to perform advances here. The 1st Georgia Corps is not elite. It's quite regular, and I don't want Georgian troops to take a lot of losses because they ran out of volunteers from their state. Well, they're low on them, so we're just gonna have them march up a bit here. The next division is also Georgians, and their artillery is in bad shape, so we're gonna have only the infantry advance in double line. What's next there? We have even more Georgians. Yeah, they recruited heavily after an 1863 invasion into Chattanooga. So I kind of over-recruited from that state. And here, even more Georgians. So it seems the entire center consists of the Georgian Corps. There we go. Let's move out here. Are you excited? I've been watching a very famous historical YouTube game streamer. So this game seems to be quite popular. He has a large audience. And I got some good information from that stream series. I haven't watched very far into it, but I learned a couple of things already from it since I'm 200 hours in and like 40 chapters of this first long campaign. I'm still a bit of a beginner. Alright. So as you can see, the 1st Georgia Division here, 2nd Georgia Corps, has 3, 3, and 4 stars, and they have Mississippi rifles. So they're a bit, you know, they're a bit more elite. We might deploy them. Battle is joined at 10 o'clock, right? We're under artillery fire. Are we responding to that? Oh, the Georgians, they have the Iron Napoleons. They're useless. Their accuracy is poor. Not sure how important that is. Doesn't sound good though. Can we have them do some counter battery firing? Okay, I think I'm gonna have these open up fire. These guys are fragmented. I'm not sure what's the difference between ordering counter battery fire, fire at will, and right clicking on an enemy unit. I mean, if I select an artillery battery and I right click here, won't they fire on that battery and thereby doing counter battery fire by manual order, even if they have the AI stance here or artillery order of fire at will? It's like they are able to fire to anything. It's just that right now I'm ordering them to fire on the artillery. I hope that's how it works, that you can engage enemy artillery units 2 ways, either manually right click on them or just order any counter battery. I never taken fire at will off, to be honest. It's a bit slow going here, I suppose, but let's go double speed. Suppose we could move up some artillery here to the fence. I'm no expert on how to use. Maybe they're not even in range yet. Okay, they're not dug in. They're just using the stone wall, are they? Yeah, and they have a second breastwork behind that they're not using. I don't know. Maybe they don't have a lot of engineering points to fortify themselves with. So it seems I've been able to push up a bit on the right flank. I'm gonna move my winded troops. Detachments, yeah. I prefer to move my troops manually, one by one. I did, however, quite successfully use formation orders to get my troops up to here. I had the entire map to maneuver on, and they came in from different directions. So actually, yes, I had the marching columns, and I kind of it was okay. Their cohesion didn't suffer terribly. The AI did an okay march with using large formations, so at times it works. I know I've been griping a lot, but I've been very frustrated with the game. Because I just feel like you want to be able to just move from the map edge up into this position without them clumping up on the roads and entirely messing up the cohesion. But it seems like you can't. Let's make an example here. Well, that's not. See, now for example, the artillery is going to move on up over there. Ah, that's good. Yeah, that's fine. It's not a big thing, but it is for sure. It's safer to move every unit individually. It might work, but it might also kind of mess up your troops. Let's put it that way. That's a pretty mild, generous description, actually. So maybe I could see if we can. Still only breastworks, no real fortifications. Yet they are green cover. That's a bit weird. I'm always yellow when I'm behind cover. Oh, here's the thing. He said that when you're playing on highest difficulty settings, 150%, that increases your losses as a human player. And I'm not sure if it decreases the AI losses. Do we have a bit of a gap here in the line? Yeah, we do. So I might... Okay, I open a gap, It's just a... What corps is 2nd Georgia Division in? Oh, here it is. Yeah. They are in single line already. I suppose I'll start advancing for real here. I'm not gonna mess around anymore here now. Now we're moving in. Double line. I feel very... I feel like I have I still don't want to waste forces. There's really no reason. Okay, 1st Georgia Division, you move up in the gap here on the left flank. 1st Georgia, gonna send your skirmishes out. Have them advance. You're saying I might as well go all in here? Yeah, maybe. I'm not very used to offensive warfare, so I suppose I'm a bit apprehensive. I think these armies, they're gonna clog up when they're gonna bunch up once they reach. Oh, okay, that's a long way for them to advance. Let's get going. So my goal, I mean, it should be, I mean, win the battle. That's obvious, but inflict losses, like. It's a bit gamey. Yeah, I watched. I think it's like an official American history organization. Can tell you, but they made like battle map videos about different campaigns in the Civil War. It has a lot of reenactment in it. But it's not like a news channel or documentary channel. It seems more like a museum or heritage organization that's been doing their own kind of documentaries. And I watched a bit about Grant's Wilderness Campaign in 1864. I don't know a lot about it, so I learned a little bit. I knew that troops were using more and more fortifications the longer the war dragged on. And they were building lots of breastworks and trenches, etc. And also, they maneuvered, like Grant tried to outflank Lee down towards Richmond. I knew that, but he would send a corps behind his line during ongoing battles, field battles. I didn't know that. I thought they were, like Grant tried to push through Lee's line towards Richmond. When it failed, they would take a pause. But it seems at times he would even continue pushing on the rebel line and try to send that corps from the closest one to Washington, the first to the north. That would be Grant's right flank. And he would send it behind his line, and he would send it left, south, down towards Richmond, trying to outflank and whereas the rest of the army tied up. So it's kind a couple of weeks, 6 weeks Wilderness 1864 campaign in May, where there were constant. You read about them as separate battles, but it seems to have been one continuous, like flaring up field battle, but with continuous skirmishing, outflanking, cavalry charging down to the south. What I'm saying is, except that my army is much more powerful than historically. The Virginia campaign is kind of historical in this game, which is nice. Suppose if I give my troops order about when I'm done on the right flank, I can come back here and get. Oh no! Sorry, that's not what I meant to do. Are these guys firing? They are. I suppose if they are firing. No. Okay, I think maybe I can move the entire 1st Georgia Division at once. There we go. Let's engage with skirmishes here, and let's move up the. Okay, I think I can go down to single speed. Is this artillery firing? I don't know. Is it? Gonna have a. So you hear the trumpets when you give a firing order with artillery. You can hear the trumpet sound. Oh, there is sound in the game now. You have battle sound, which is good. Oh, I suppose I'll engage the battery with these skirmishes as well. So considering the AI settings or difficulty settings of the game is so harsh, I think it turned out to be a great idea that I played so defensively from the start. That's why I have managed to keep my losses quite low compared to the AI. Even I didn't realize the difficult. I thought it was just production and maybe I don't know. I wasn't quite aware which difficulty. I had forgotten. These guys are already they're firing, are they? Let's create a great battery here in the middle of the field. As you can see, most are 0 stars or 1 star batteries. I wish you could shift click and move 2 units instead of having to move every. Either you move headquarters, which. Oh yeah, on this open field, I probably could. I could probably use headquarter commands here. Let's see if I can move the entire Alabama division here. Send out skirmishes. I'll try to. There we go. And I might be able to use what? Alabama division as well. Oh shit! More Yankees. It seems the right flank we're not gonna outnumber them quite as heavily. He doesn't have. He has the cavalry on the flank, that's nice. He has skirmishes positioned. He doesn't have, as far as I can see, breastworks. He only has breastworks in the center and a bit on the center and not so much on the left flank. Oh, look, we have already outflanked him here. So let's move up here and here. No. You hold in Alt and you can move only the commander. And now we're gonna send out skirmishes. To save time, we'll use skirmishes for the entire division, right? But I'm only gonna use these guys. Send them up here. And here. Like this was a kind of a weird order, wasn't it? They were facing away from the enemy. If that would have happened under fire, I would have been in trouble. And it was not how I ordered them to move, if you remember. Okay. Suppose I can engage this battery here with my skirmishes. Are they already engaged? No, it says they're idle. And what's happening here? They are very bunched up. Armistead, where are you? Okay. We are going to engage with our skirmishes. We'll follow up with the brigade itself. We'll follow up with the sister brigade, 7th Georgia, and the commander is coming up. Are these guys firing? No, they're marching, idle, and now they're firing. I kind of wish that when they're firing, it could be loading. Or I don't like that they go into idle orders. Here down at status in the left unit. To me, it's confusing because I often find myself check like, hey, why aren't these artillery units firing? Oh, they are firing. It just says idle. So, yeah, you know, why not complain? It's free. I'm not complaining. This is constructive criticism, isn't it? Okay, do we have any Alabama? Yeah, okay, let's try to move 12th Alabama Division up here, like so. But the skirmishes won't move. Yeah, that is weird. You have to... Did you see that? The skirmish unit... It's a bit too slow, but there's so many forces on the map. I feel overwhelmed. I'm not an expert commander. I'll defend on the left flank. Okay. I don't see any reason really to... ooh, we have a 2-star Alabama unit. I don't know why Mississippi and Alabama, like deep south states troops, do they have a hidden modifier? They seem to level up faster than any other state's troops. So I am fighting with my Georgians a lot. Which is kind of against the plan. I wanted to spare my Georgian troops, but it turns out that is not that's not happening. So I have a lot of skirmishes here now, engaging the poor 2nd Corps Division Brigade. Engage, yes, because I chased away the artillery. They don't have artillery support. The question is, do I? Do I have artillery support? Here comes another skirmish detachment, one of the few remaining on the left flank. And as you can see, the Georgians are all in like British red uniforms. Yep. Georgia is feeling sportsman-like ship. Uniform colors easily identified. Question is, no, I think we need to move up a bit more here. The center is extremely strong. Yeah, I feel a bit hesitant to push further here. I'm gonna wait and see how the left flank develops. They're still moving, and they're still moving. It's good. These guys, I'll move them up here. And the army commander, I'll put him here on the road by the so-called Great Battery. See, these guys can still fire. Obviously, they're lobbing shells over my troops here. I suppose I move them up. No. Also, I'm considering having, next time I play, I'm considering having fewer inherent artillery batteries in the infantry divisions and just put it in separate artillery divisions. Right now I have either a division consists of some infantry and some artillery, or I have an independent artillery corps. But instead I could have, okay, we lost some skirmishes here. This is the reason. Oh, thanks for the follow. Hello, Soul Graphic 16. Oh, you do graphic design. Oh, thanks. Well, I'm happy for the follow, even if you're a bot. Or are you, Jordan, are you a real person? Graphic design. So if you need work done like logo, banner, panels, overlays, DM me on Twitter. Yes. Do you do editing? Video editing? I rather not do video edit. Oh, we have a cavalry charge in the center. Ew, new. Send out the skirmishes. Engage. I wonder if I should fall back with sorry, Jordan, I'm a bit busy here. Yeah, I mean, I could contact you on Twitter and ask for prices. The thing is, I have kind of this philosophy that it would be fun if my streaming business, were to be bootstrap self-financing. I bought this nice microphone on a Black Friday sale. It was a decent one, a quite good one, and a very good price. So I invested that, but my webcam is very old, very bad, very cheap. So I'm not super concerned with production quality at this stage of my streaming career, because I don't have any viewers. That makes sense, huh? But you know, it would be cool to have a proper logo, etc. And maybe I could spoil myself. I'll talk to you on Twitter. These guys on long range. Okay, let's go back to the left flank. We are kind of encircling, semi-encircling also, yeah, for the next campaign, I might be playing without these icons. This battle is just so complicated that I'm going to use the icons. You can turn them off if you want a bit more of a challenge. But if I play the Union next, I'm hoping that a new patch will drop soon, and then I might finish this campaign and start a new Union one. But I need to, I mean, since I won this quite handily, yeah, quite handily, with my as the Confederates on highest difficulty, I really need to find a way to balance it so it's a challenge. And I think one of the options you have there is to not play with the icons on the map. It makes it harder. But for now, I need that. Okay, skirmish is falling back. Cavalry charge in the center. Why aren't you sending out skirmishes? Could I grab this entire? Yeah, maybe I could move this entire division here in the center. Let's see. Move them up a bit. So, I think I disagree with the Union's general's choice here to charge my center and rush out of their fortifications. But, you know, you do you, Union AI. This gives me time to move up and adjust my artillery batteries. Put them in a nice line here, Borodino style. Wait, okay, so these guys are moving backwards. That's not nice. Not nice. Let's engage these guys. Alright, I need to start from the left flank, or let's start from left, go right. Here we have skirmishes. They can actually come in from behind, as far as I'm concerned. And their parent brigade behind. Where's the next? I'm not even looking at the Union, I'm just grinding them down. So, 2nd Georgia Division is moving on the left flank. The elite 1st Georgia Division. That's a detachment. Alright. I'll actually have you move. Engage this artillery. Long range. Follow up with the brigade. Another brigade here. Oh, it's another detachment. Send them up here. Engage the artillery. They're not gonna like that. I learned it's not a good thing to have artillery within sniper or skirmisher range. I learned that the hard way. 4-star Georgians here. I suppose I still can level them up. a bit, even more. And I'm bringing my artillery into the forest here. That doesn't seem like a smart thing to do, because the only way they can open up should be close range, right? So yeah, okay. But closer might be better. They are, after all, not risking to get overrun. Here's a battery that's kind of lagging behind. Here's a brigade that's lagging behind a lot. Why? I don't know. It seems I pushed them back. Oops, no, I meant to... Yeah, I'm rolling up their left flank. Very well. As I said, let's see, I can't... Where are we in? We are in Kentucky. I think this Union Army is not very experienced. They are eager. That doesn't mean a lot. Okay, how about the right flank? I'm a bit spread out here. They're just enjoying the show. Out here on the right flank. The action is on the contested left flank. But they still have the victor location. It's 2 o'clock, 2:15 in the afternoon. And... I mean... I'd say we... I wish the Union AI wouldn't sally out like this and counterattacking. It's too easy to goad them with your short skirmishes. If the war was in the balance, I'd say it's just a question of time before the Confederates win the campaign. But if the war was still in the balance, this would have been a great battle for like gaining experience for my troops. I feel it's I mean, I'm fighting more than 2-to-1 versus AI, so I'm not proud of defeating them. I guess I'm saying it's easy to play. Ooh, what's up here on the right flank? We are we're being attacked. Yeah, I don't think that's such a good idea, Union. But you are strong on my right flank. I'm gonna talk about, so you can see it from my perspective here. I'll connect. Also, I think I learned that if you want to rally, there's a command for each unit to rally. You need to do it before your brigade breaks. I've been very frustrated using that command, but it might be that I have not used it properly. And the only way is like when they're wavering and shaky. That's the only time you can actually use rally. I'd say it would be reasonable if the AI would use that command on its own without any encouragement or like manual order from the player. That's just me. I'm not super engaged with the actual fighting. I'm more engaged with moving up my forces. This battery is outflanked. I think it has to do with how they're moving. Should be I have to say, I'm very proud of my Georgian army, Georgian corps troops. I don't know how many volunteers you gain. Obviously, I have a lot of available drafted troops. So it's not like I'm running out of bodies. It's just that volunteers are better. They don't desert as easily. So you should be running or recruiting as many volunteers as possible, of course. We could go back and check how if I have gotten new volunteers, but it was basically down to 0 when I fielded this large army of Georgians. There's a bit of a gap in my front line here, so I think maybe I'll why can't I wonder if I were to like I could give this entire brigade order maybe to fire on a single unit, like for example engage this second brigade here. Let's see what happens. And I want to put them in single line as well. Yeah, that works. Okay, so you can pick I mean, I don't know why I'm surprised. Yes, I do know why I'm surprised. But I haven't really been using that. Engage with the entire, like fire with the entire division. Run away, Yankees, run away. I guess they don't like being out now. Okay, let's do that. Take this 15 Georgia division here and order them to engage the Indiana Brigade, and they will move up here. I hope. Yeah, even the skirmishes are moving if you do that. So at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the Union forces are about to break, losing 4,300 troops to our 1,700. Still, it's gonna be only a minor victory, but I'm happy with that. I mean, my plan was to what's this here? Oh, look, we have a corps commander and an army commander sitting drinking wine, whiskey. 2 enemies retreating, yeah, and gives us 45 minutes to finish this up. Yeah, I don't. There's not much we're gonna be able to do. They're all retreating, right? We could. I'm gonna ask the 13th Alabama Division to fire on these guys. 12th Alabama, go engage that guy. Oh, this is lovely. I think I found a new trick. I'm very scared of moving units with their entire... But ordering to attack like this seems to work fairly well. Well, especially when you're winning the field battle. 2nd Georgia, you attack another Indiana Brigade. My elite is the 1st Georgia Division here. And the little... Yeah, they're not going to be able to influence the outcome of the battle much, are they? I'll put them in single line and I'll withdraw all skirmishes. And let's see if we can use these elite guys to pick up some Union artillery. What happens? Okay, so now I have an entire division. Are they sending out? First they have to group up, reconnect with their skirmishes. Same here. I'll withdraw all skirmishes. So can you steal artillery with an entire division? I heard the trumpet order sound, so maybe. Same here. I'll take 2nd Georgia. You don't need skirmishes there anymore, I don't think. And go and grab some artillery. Okay, let's end this. Speed 10. We have the victory location. Engage. No. Engage. And there we go. 1,800 losses versus 4,900 losses. So that's about basically 3-1. Even though we fought, we didn't kind of game the AI that much. We just used our numerical advantage. I'm very surprised the AI didn't fall back. Oh, here comes the music. I hope it's not too loud in the stream. Nah, it looks good, right? They're down 1 national morale, and I think on the higher difficulty levels and highest, you lose less enemy national morale, or the AI does. So that is the reason why the Union hasn't capitulated yet. They have kind of a buffer. Takes a longer time than normally. 700 killed. We captured 2,600 rifles and 20 guns. Captured, we have 1,200 prisoners marching off to our prison camps. And this corps should be in shambles. Let's dive down here. It's the 2nd Corps. Suffered 2,400 casualties. So I think I cleared out the western part of Kentucky, which has Union support 60%. And I'm not going to be able to move these until after a while. Oh, they have supply alert. Yeah, 9 supply alerts. Even though they have... should I upgrade this? I can't. Require the project. Oh! Alright. So, let's see here. How much would it cost to... that would be military, right? The supply... Here, I've been laughing at this silly project, subsidy funding of supply reform, but now all of a sudden I am kind of in a situation where my Bowling Green depot doesn't seem to be able to supply my Kentucky army, and it only costs 2 million. So let's go with it and see what happens. That just means now I can upgrade my depots. How much does it cost? It would cost 15 million. That is so incredibly expensive. Although I have 36 million. Oh, let's do it. But we can't lose the Bowling Green depot now. A 15 million depot? Jesus, that's expensive. Question is, do we even have the resources to do it? So we started the summer of '64 very convincingly. We won a couple of battles in the east. I think 3 battles, or was this the 3rd battle of 1864? Our West Virginians are retreating because they're in bad shape. I'm gonna lower that music volume here. I have a nice string quartet in the background. So what's happening here in the east is that around Cumberland we are now sieging the 1st Corps, which is very banged. It's quite banged up. 1st Corps, 20,000, but with 3,000 casualties. And our elite First Army, no, Army of Shenandoah, First, Second Corps. It's only 12,000 men, but trust me, these are the creme de la creme of the entire Confederate Army. They're extremely proficient, so they will easily beat First Corps. Well, easily, yeah. Do I want to assault them here? I should probably make a separate. They have crossed swords, which means they are engaged in a siege, right? So shouldn't I get a siege menu? Let me know in the comments if you know how or why I can't get the siege menu up here. So West Virginia, they're recruiting. So that was the best. No, that was the best ratio of rebel troops in any field battle during the entire war. Interesting. We're now fielding 216,000 to 316. So they actually have recruited more men. They still have 100,000 troops more than we do. So I guess the war isn't over quite yet. But national morale is down to 60. I think 1864 started with 62. So we managed to press them down 2 national morale. Our goal is to get it to 50. We'll see if that happens. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.